Hi guys, it's Miss Heather. I'm having some internet problems, so I'm going to record this now and hopefully get to post it later today. Um, Today our book is The Puppy Who Wanted a Boy. It is a Reading Rainbow book by Jane Thayer, and it is published by, sorry, I had to find it. Well, it says William Morrow and Company, so I'm going to go with that. Newfield Productions, that's right. It's a Newfield Productions book. So let's get started. One day, Petey, who was a puppy, said to his mother, who was a dog, "I'd like a boy for Christmas." His mother, who was a dog, said she thought he could have a boy if he was a very good puppy. So the day before Christmas, Petey's mother asked, "Have you been a very good puppy?" "Oh, yes," said Petey. "I didn't frighten the cat." "You didn't?" said Petey's mother. "Well, I frightened her a little," he said, "and I didn't chew any shoes." "Not any?" said his mother. "Just a teeny weeny chew," said Petey, "and I remembered, well, almost always remembered to bark when I wanted to go out." "All right," said his mother. "I think you've been good for such a little dog. I will go out and get you a boy for Christmas." So there he is, chasing the cat just a little, chewing on a shoe just a little, and making sure he barked when he needed to go outside. But when Petey's mother came back, she looked very worried. "How would you like a soft white rabbit with pink ears for Christmas?" she said to Petey. "No thanks," said Petey. "Don't you want a lovely canary?" "I'd like a boy," said Petey. "How about some guppies?" said Peter's mother. "I just want a boy," said Petey. "Petey," said his mother at last, "there are no boys to be found." "No boys?" cried Petey. "Not one could I find. They're terribly short of boys this year." Petey thought he couldn't stand it if he didn't have a boy. Finally his mother said, "There now, there must be a boy somewhere. Perhaps you could go find some dog who would give his boy away." "Do you think I could?" asked Petey. "It wouldn't hurt to try," said his mother. So Petey started off. It wasn't long before he saw a collie racing with a boy on a bicycle. "If I had a boy on a bicycle," said Petey to himself, "I could run like anything. I'll take a little run right now, and I'll ask the collie politely if he'll give his boy away." What do you think? Do you think he's going to give away his boy? So Petey leapt after the bicycle. He called out to the collie, "Excuse me, do you want to give your boy away?" But the collie said no, he definitely didn't, in a dreadful tone. Petey sat down. He watched the collie and his boy on the bicycle until they were out of sight. I didn't really want a boy on a bicycle anyway. After a while, he saw a setter playing ball with a boy. Petey was delighted. "If I had a boy to play ball with," he said, "I'd catch the ball right in my mouth." I'd like to catch the ball now. But he remembered how cross the collie had been. So he sat down on the sidewalk and called out politely, "Excuse me, do you want to give your boy away?" And the setter said no, he definitely didn't, in a terrifying voice. "Oh well, I don't think playing ball is so much fun anyway." How do you think Petey feels? Sad. I would be sad too. Soon, Petey came to a bulldog sitting in a car with a boy. Petey was pleased, for he was getting a little tired from so much walking. "If I had a boy in a car, I'd laugh at walking dogs. I'd like a ride right now." So he called out loudly, but very politely, "Excuse me, do you want to give your boy away?" But the bulldog said no, he definitely didn't, and he growled in Petey's face. That was not a very nice thing to do, was it? Uh-oh, said Petey. He hurried behind a house and stayed there until he saw the bulldog and his boy drive away. Well, who wants to go riding in a car? Not me, said Petey, coming out from behind the house. He thought he would just rest for a while, though. He had come a long way for such a little dog. He was limping a bit and then starting off again. After a while, he met a Scotty walking with his boy and carrying a package in his mouth. So there he is hiding, and there's a Scotty with a little bag in his mouth. I wonder what he's carrying. Now that's a good kind of boy, said Petey. If I had a boy to take walks with and carry packages for, there might be some dog biscuits or cookies in the package. I would like a cookie right now. He hadn't had any lunch. But he remembered how cross the collie and the setter and the bulldog had been, so he stayed across the street and shouted at the top of his lungs, but as polite as he could, "Excuse me, do you want to give your boy away?" The Scotty had his mouth full with the package, but he managed to say no, he definitely didn't, and showed his sharp teeth. So he does not want to give away his boy either. Poor Petey. I hope he doesn't give up. Guess that wasn't the kind of boy I wanted either, said poor Petey. But my goodness, where can I find a boy? Well, Petey trotted on, but he couldn't find a single dog who was willing to give his boy away. Petey's ears began to droop, his tail grew limp, and his little legs were very tired. My mother was right, he thought. There isn't a boy to be found. Just as it was getting dark, he came across a very big building at the edge of town. Petey was walking so slowly that he saw a sign that said Home for Boys. It's a place where lots of little boys live, if they don't live at their house. Maybe I could find a boy here, said Petey to himself. These boys have nowhere to live and no dog to take care of them. He padded slowly up to the door of the house. He was so tired he could barely lift his little paws. Then Petey stopped. He listened. He could hear music. He looked through the window. He saw a Christmas tree and children singing Christmas carols. Do you think he's going to find a boy there? Then Petey saw something else. On the front steps of the building, all by himself, sat a boy. He was not a very big boy, and he looked lonely. Petey gave a glad little cry. He forgot about being tired. He leaped up and landed in the boy's lap. Sniff, sniff, went his little nose. Wag, wag, went his little tail. He kissed the little boy with his warm, wet tongue. How glad the boy was to see Petey. He put both his arms around the little dog and hugged him tight. There's the boy. Let's see what happens. Then the front door opened and a lady looked out. "Why, there you are, Ricky," she said. "What is our newest boy doing out here all alone? Come on in and sit near the tree." Petey sat very still. The boy sat very still. The boy looked up at the lady, then down at Petey. Petey began to tremble. Would the boy go in and leave him? "I'm not alone," said the boy. "I've got a puppy." "A puppy!" The lady came out and looked at Petey in surprise. "Can he come too?" said the boy. "Why, you're a nice little dog. Where did you come from?" "Yes, you can bring him in." So there's the boy. He's going to go inside with Petey. "Come on, puppy," cried the boy. In they scampered. A crowd of boys was playing around the Christmas tree, and they rushed at Petey. They picked him up and petted him. Petey wagged his tail and wagged his little body. He frisked about and licked every one of those boys. He gave them all kisses. Is Petey happy? You're right, he's happy. He found a boy. He found lots of boys. "Can we keep him?" said one. "Can we give him some supper?" said another. "Can we make him a nice warm bed?" said a third. "We will give him some supper and a nice warm bed, and tomorrow we will find his mother and see if she'll let him stay." So see, they made him some food in a bowl. And he's going to get to stay there for the night, and they'll see if he can stay longer. Petey knew his mother would let him stay. She knew how much he wanted a boy. "But won't she be surprised," Petey said to himself with a happy grin, "when I tell her I got 50 boys for Christmas." There was 50 boys living there. He got all of them for Christmas. That is the end of our story. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you continue to tune back in for more story time and some recorded lessons starting later this week, some mini lessons. Have a wonderful day, my friends. Bye.